Folks, here's another reason why Doug Jordan should be elected. There is no other candidate like Doug Jordan. He's the only one that will clean up Coweta County. He's the only one that is not part of the good old boy system. He's the only one that's going to be proactive, not reactive. He's the only one that is endorsed by America's toughest sheriff, Joe Arpaio. He's the only one that went out to see Joe Arpaio to get pointers, strategy tips to clean up our county. He's the only one that's self-funded. He's the only clear-cut choice for Coweta County. Look at this meet and greet. I told you to come out and see him yesterday. I couldn't do it. We couldn't do it. Our schedule's just really hectic, and I do what I can to help get Doug Jordan elected. And this is a way that I do it. And it's showing what Doug Jordan's about. You don't see many signs out there, and what few signs I hear they're trying to take down or have taken down or knocked down because they know, and the devil knows, that this is the only choice. I mean, the other one's, another one, candidate has 4 or 5 foot tall glossy posters out with a thumb up. You kidding me? Who's funding that? Who does that candidate owe favors to if elected? I mean, is that candidate self-financed? Are the other candidates self-financed? Doesn't appear to be. They haven't said so. Are they part of the good old boy system or not? They haven't said they weren't. But Doug Jordan surely made it clear that he's not part of the good old boy clique. He's beholden to no one. And take a look at this. Look at this story here. Someone came out, a person was talking to him at the meet and greet and luncheon yesterday at his old barn. And one story in particular made him sick to his stomach. It seems the little girl lost her life, and quite possible due to who knew who. No one ever was brought to justice. Who knew who, huh? That's what it's always about. It's always who's zooming who knows who, who's covering up for who. And he's not going to stand for that. It's very unfortunate, but he heard other such stories. Is it possible they don't want Doug Jordan to get elected? As for what he'll uncover, does this sound familiar? He made a promise yesterday to that grandmother that if he's elected, justice will be served. His new slogan, tough times don't last, but tough people do. God bless America. There's only one choice, folks. I've covered this. I put it on his Facebook page, Doug Jordan for Coweta Sheriff. I put it on my YouTube page, channel, For the Awake. I put it on my own personal page, and I'll keep saying it over and over again. I keep beating the drum for Doug Jordan because he's the only choice. There is no other real choice for Coweta. If Doug Jordan is not elected, you can kiss the county as we knew it, as we are knowing it now, even though it's taking a turn for the worse in the respect of crime. You can kiss it goodbye. You will wake up. If he's not elected, you will wake up in the near future and scratch your head and rub your eyes and wonder if you took a wrong turn. Did you wind up in Clayton County? Are you in DeKalb County? Are you in Fulton County? I mean, you're not in Kansas anymore. You're not in Coweta anymore. You won't recognize it. You won't. That's what's happened. It's already enough the Starship has landed. The Starship has landed several years ago. It's bad enough it's landed. But the crime is coming in. The boozies, the little boozies, and, the riffraff, more parking on the lawn, more. It's going to turn into one giant, cesspool with maybe a nice shopping center hither and thither. And crime through the roof. Don't wait for grandma to get attacked or robbed. Don't wait for your mother or other loved one to get attacked, raped, or scammed. Don't wait for that to happen. Don't wait for it to hit home. It's already home. It's already here. The gangs are here. The drugs. He wants to root them all out and chase them out of the county. Wouldn't it be nice to wake up and never have to worry about your kid, your loved one, being approached by a drug dealer or being kidnapped? More cops on the road. Cops on, officers on motorcycles, residential patrol for once. I know that the current admin, I think, said they're starting to do that. This should have been done from the get-go, from the start. This shouldn't be even an issue, but it has been because they don't want to do their job. You ask them to come patrol your neighborhood, and they don't do it. Doug Jordan will make sure that they do their job. All right? The clear-cut choice is Doug Jordan. If you don't elect Doug Jordan, if you're voting because such and such is your friend, that's not the right reason to vote. You don't vote because someone's your friend. You don't vote for that person because of a certain gender, a certain color. You vote on what they stand for. What can they do for you? What have you done for me lately? What can you do for the county? What can you do for the country? What can you do for the state? Not because you're my good old palsy wowsy. You could be my friend all you want, but if you're not doing the right thing, I'm going to call you out on it. Period. Period. So get off that guilt trip train and hop on board the Doug Jordan bandwagon, so to speak. If he doesn't get elected, the early voting is now. It's Monday to Friday till June 14th, and next Saturday's a special day on Saturday. You can even vote next Saturday, too. If you don't make it for the early voting, June 18th is the final day to vote. Vote Doug Jordan, or you can't kiss Coweta County goodbye.